Well, hello everyone. Happy Saturday. It's the start of a new week of vlogs. And I'm out with the pups for a potty trip because we're about to head off to get lunch with my parents to start this Memorial Day weekend. So my parents are already here, but I did film when they arrived and the dogs were very excited. So I'll start the vlog and I'll show you the clip of them arriving. Oh, Ash's grandma here. Oh. Oh, is grandma your favorite? Oh. And then what?
Really?
And then what?
And then she said, what?
Is it grandma? Did I tell you you're gonna have such a good day? Oh. Oh, Ash wants to give you the shark now. No, I want to give it to grandma. Okay, fine. I'll just go for grandma's face then. No, I don't care about this anymore. Here, he can have it back. I don't care. Colby's just doing his pacing.
You know what? Nobody has suitcases out. What's with this? What is this?
Is it grandma? Is it your favorite person? Other than dad?
Hey. You smell that German?
Prancing, going back and forth.
Yep, that's what he does. He just paces back and forth. Oh no, oh god, what happened? Oh no, I don't know what's happening.
Come here.
No, I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna keep pacing.
I'll come back.
Boo.
Coming!
What else was the story?
That was it?
What else is the story? I feel all your boo-boos.
Yeah.
Every time I come to go, it started a new.
You know grandma plays ball with you. Did you bring her your ball? Sort of. Just look at it. Don't touch it. Just look at it. It's just show and tell.
What's that here, buddy? What have you been
Hi, Grandma.
doing? What have you been doing?
Hi, Grandma.
Come here.
I'll tell you a story.
Tell me.
Hi, Grandma. Look at that tail. Oh, so much excitement.
Come here. You come here.
My little bashful boy.
You come here. You come here.
My parents got here a little bit ago. We are getting ready to take them to our German restaurant. They have never been, and we love our German restaurant, so we're gonna go get some lunch and have a nice relaxing Saturday because it's a 3-day weekend and we love 3-day weekends. So that's the plan. I will show you the German restaurant when we get there.
If only I could finish something, run straight through to the end, close a chapter dignified. Dang girl, you did it again.
So hey guys, it is Sunday, recorded the podcast, and we're gonna go grab some lunch before I come back to edit the podcast, edit the weekly vlog. But 3-day weekend is lovely because I'm gonna have all the stuff done today, and then tomorrow I can just chill. It's gonna be fantastic. So got the dog TV on, we're gonna go grab some lunch. My buddy. Are you giving me kisses? Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I don't need a bath. Oh, look at you being sweet. Look at you being sweet for once. Who is he? Who is he? Are you giving me a gator now? Is it because Grandma was here yesterday? Leave your paw alone. Hey, leave your paw alone, sir. Oh, no. No. Who's this sweet boy? I'm getting this evidence on camera, by the way. Everyone's gonna know that you are sweet to me sometimes. Everyone's gonna know your secrets, sir. Everyone's gonna know your secrets. Let me get you. Don't bite right where my hand is. Oh. What'd you see? Back to it. This is very half-assed. You don't want to anymore. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. He says no. Cutie. Oh, did someone get too toasty woasty? He's been sunbathing. That face says, I need cold tile now. Let me in, Mom. Hey, come on, Colby. Come on, Colby. Last one in. Hey, Colby, did you want the raccoon that you, like, insisted on taking out there? Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Bye. And as suspected, cold tile time. It's the only time you'll find Foster laying not on a bed or on a sofa. When he overheats, he goes straight to the cold tile. Otherwise, he's a dog of comfort. Oh, hi. Are you already done? Hi, cutie. You don't get sustenance yet. Sorry, we're gonna go give ourselves sustenance and then I'll come back, okay? Child, what are you doing? He just came in and just plopped over. He's like, plop. I like to be upside down. Upside down is good. Right side up, upside down, with the little poofers. Look at those toofers. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous child.
So where are we gonna weigh all this?
But at least you actually have a body shape again, Colby.
I mean, he had a shape, it was just a barrel. Beer barrel.
Oh, at least you're not as chunky anymore. Well, happy Memorial Day Monday, everyone. We are back home. We went out to Publix and did grocery shopping for the week since we have the day off. Everyone else had the same idea. It was packed. A lot of people in bathing suits who had just come from the beach or picking up groceries to grill or whatever. I should have known there was a run on rotisserie chickens. We could not get a rotisserie chicken that I wanted for a recipe this week, but it's okay. We're home now. We are planning to watch Dune because we never watched part 1, and I know everyone raved about part 1 and 2. We just haven't had the time to invest into it because it's a really long movie. So today's the day. So we've got some movie popcorn and snacks from Publix, and we're gonna watch Dune. So that's gonna be our afternoon activity. It's too hot to do anything else in Florida. We're in the 90s every day at this point. And we've hit that part of summer where unless you're at the beach or at the pool or water park, you just need to be indoors. It's too hot to do anything else. So movie afternoon it is. Welcome to my life, everyone.
Wow.
At 5:09 p.m. He gets dinner at 6, by the way.
Use the word. Yes, that's the word. That's the thing.
Look at this. Okay, thank you for no longer stepping on my shoulder.
Hold on,
Oh no,
I'll
this
talk
is great. This is much better.
I'll just wait here till dinner time.
Yeah, just enjoy your movie, Mom. Go ahead, enjoy your movie. Just relax. My puppy overlord. To pause the movie. Because somebody... Oh, going back to Dad? Yeah, go bother Dad. I'll just lay here.
In wait.
This child, well, you know,
Everything now.
you got 50 minutes, Bean. 50 minutes. Sorry, bud. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous, child. We have 36 minutes left, but it hits 6:03 p.m. That's what we're dealing with now. 6:03 p.m. 6:03. Sir,
It's all for me.
you are a terrier.
I want.
You're a terror terrier.
I do what I want.
You're all a mess. Gosh, so demanding. Okay, we watched Dune. It was long, and I feel like not a ton happened in it, but I know the second movie's supposed to be a lot better. This is like a lot of setup. But I also see a lot of things in there that Star Wars definitely stole. George Lucas, I see you. But now I'm going to make dinner and also meal prep for the week for my lunches. I stopped getting Factor, not permanently, but a lot of times, because I feel like they just kept repeating recipes over and over and over, like the same meals over and over and over, and like we just got tired of it. Like I felt like the variety went away and I just kept doing meals that we didn't particularly like. So I dislike that because it means a lot more work, and it's sort of like mentally prepping for lunch and trying to find like good healthy protein options that are easy to eat every day. So I'm just meal prepping some protein pasta to eat all week. Basically like a tuna salad, protein pasta, and also making dinner at the same time. So this is what I'm making for dinner, except for it's chicken instead of salmon. One of the things you can do with Chef Ami is you can change the protein. And Mike isn't that crazy about fish. Nor am I that crazy about cooking fish. So shrimp, fine with. Cooking fish, don't love it. So we have chicken instead. But that's gonna be dinner. Let's montage it. Here's the finished product. That is a piece of chicken there. It's just covered in sauce. But it looks really good. Okay, so here's what I've got for the pasta salad. I've got cucumbers, tuna, artichoke hearts, red bell peppers, Kalamata olives, feta cheese. I made a homemade dressing, and I've got the protein pasta. I'm gonna throw it all together. So there it is all mixed together. And that'll be lunch for the week. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday evening. It's been a busy day. This whole week is just gonna be crazy again, but this time it's all work stuff. Last week it was horror nights. This week it's work stuff. But I got one grant submitted today. I've got multiple deadlines this Friday. So if you don't see me much this week, that's why. It's crazy town over here. But then I think, I don't wanna say I get a little breather because I might jinx it, but I feel like I might get a little breather after that. I'm gonna make dinner now. So we're having another one of our Chef Ami meals. It's gonna be island pork tenderloin with kale salad and coconut rice. So, here it is. Looks like it's gonna be good. The new box arrived today, so we have new recipes. And yeah, that's gonna be dinner. I have a little bit of a headache, but I do wanna sign on and play some Destiny tonight because the new and final Destiny expansion comes out next week. Now there's gonna be still like Destiny content coming out, but this is the final story content for this storyline that's been going since like 2017. It's a long stretch of a game and story. So I am very excited for it, but also not emotionally prepared because I feel like, you know, we're gonna lose characters. It's gonna be mayhem, you know, it's the final, it's the big bad, you know, big bad boss. Everything culminating on these years of storylines. So it's gonna be wild. That's next Tuesday. So if you don't know, Destiny resets on Tuesdays. So today is the reset. And I want to get in and just play. I'm trying to get used to new character builds because the one I've been using is getting game terminology. It's getting game terminology nerfed, meaning they're like lessening its power. So I need to go through and figure out how I'm gonna play this expansion. But yeah, that's enough Destiny talk. Let's make dinner and then we can game and then we can read. That's the plan. this one looks beautiful. I did suffer an injury. I was a dum-dum and touched a hot pan, so I have slightly burnt 2 fingers, but I'm okay. It's all good. Dinner looks delicious. That recipe was so good. I did, like I said, tried to burn myself, had a hot pan come out of the oven, and thankfully just barely touched it with my middle finger and my thumb to stir the sauce. I had already taken the pork out of the pan, and so thus my brain forgot that it came out of the oven and burnt myself, but it's okay. It's not bad, just annoying, but totally worth it. The recipe was delicious. So now I'm sitting over here, gonna get cozy. Travis is streaming, I'm watching that. I'm gonna read, probably do some of my own gaming, have a chill Tuesday night. All day it's felt like Monday because of the holiday, but it's Tuesday, so it means we're almost halfway through the week already. Happy Wednesday. This is my lunch today. I am having some of the tuna protein pasta plus some hummus that I found at Sprouts. So this is an herby jalapeno and a lemon hummus with my protein pita. So this is my fresh summery lunch. Well, it has been a day around this household. I will talk to you about why probably tomorrow, but we decided it was a pizza night. So we ordered mellow mushroom. That looks good. It's the Maui Wowie. It's one of their anniversary specials. It's got like a pesto base, jerk chicken, bacon, pineapple, banana peppers. Oh, yes. Mike got it last week while I was at trivia, and so I had leftovers when I got home. So, oh, there's ham on there too. So good. So it was a pizza night. Definitely necessary. So hey guys, it is Thursday. Oh, man. I thought I was going to be able to at least talk about this without immediately getting emotional, but to not beat around the bush here, we had a really bad day yesterday with Ash and his cancer. Mike is on the way home from the vet with him, and so I figured I could film this portion because I don't really know what news I'm about to get from Mike, and so I thought maybe I could film this first portion without getting emotional because I have a feeling that the news we're gonna get when he gets home, he basically told me it's not good news and I need to prepare for a conversation. So I just wanted to kind of tell you what happened yesterday because I have a feeling like I don't know what this conversation is going to be. Essentially, you know, he's had the tumors, you know, that whole situation of how it's been. If somehow you've come into my weekly vlogs kind of late in this whole thing, Ash had cancer for the first time. Oh, man, I don't know the first time it popped up. I don't remember how long ago, but we had it removed the first time in 2020. So at that point it was like on the top of his paw, and we had it surgically removed in 2020. And when they did that, they told us at the time that it was an aggressive type of cancer. It's not a type of cancer that typically spreads to organs and such like that, but it is an aggressive cancer where removing it probably wasn't going to solve it. So we knew that, but he was 10 at the time, and so we were like, let's just buy time. So unfortunately that only bought us 2 years the first time, and in the summer of 2022 it came back, this time kind of on the underside of his paw, or like the side of it, kind of hidden a little bit more, but it came back. And so in 2022 we had it surgically removed again, and that time we did radiation, which was very expensive. It was a very expensive process, but he was 12 and super energetic 12, seemed like a ton of life left in him, so it was worth the investment for us because we were told it would be 80 to 90% effective on ridding him of the cancer. Unfortunately, we were in that 10 to 20% where not only did the cancer come back, but it only bought us a year of time, and last summer we found the tumor growing back. We were hoping that even if the cancer did come back, that would buy us enough time that he'd be 15 or 16 and kind of getting to those later years, and unfortunately that did not happen. It only bought us a little less than a year before the tumor started coming back. So this time his oncologist was basically like, the only other option was to amputate his arm, and at 13, almost 14 years old, how much of just like a crazy dog that he is. Plus he was already starting to have hip problems. Like, we just didn't think that putting him through that kind of surgery was the right choice. Yes, he's a very athletic dog, but he's been having a lot of hip joint problems and just hip pain in general. So we were worried about making him a tripod and having even more pressure on his hips. So we decided to just kind of give him the best life we could for as long as we could. The tumors have been growing aggressively, as you guys know. His paw is pretty much just like covered in tumors at this point. He's got 2 tumors on his shoulder, so it's traveled up the lymph nodes there. Those are both have been getting big. The one that's really been the problem is the back of his paw. He bumped it at one point, so it was kind of bleeding there for a bit. We got it to the point where it stopped bleeding, but the skin was just so stretched in that point that, I mean, it couldn't possibly heal. But really the issue is that that skin back there just had no more room to go. The tumor just kept growing there, and yesterday, out of the blue, that tumor, I'm gonna get graphic for a moment, I apologize, but it kind of just like hit a breaking point, and he started bleeding quite a bit, and for a lack of better description, like tumor matter, flesh stuff was coming out of it, like pouring out of it. So we immediately called the oncologist, like, hey, this tumor is like oozing tumor matter out of it. Like, what do we do? So she told us to go ahead and sedate him and get him in today. At one point, like, again, this is gonna be graphic, I apologize. At one point, like, a chunk came out, and then he just started like gushing blood for a bit of time, because I guess that blood had been built up behind whatever that chunk was. And so we were thinking we were gonna have to rush him to the emergency vet, but thankfully we were able to get that to clot and stop. I think it was just because it was like a dam. But at that point we wrapped it in gauze and kept him wrapped all night, because like our house and my office looked like a murder scene for a bit, because anywhere he walked he was just trailing blood. It was a lot. So we kept him wrapped, we kept him sedated, he slept through the night, and Mike just took him to the vet. We both kind of already were coming, we were both already kind of thinking like this is probably really bad news, because it's that tumor, like it can't heal itself. So we were both kind of already worried about that. We were trying to think as positively as possible. I just asked Mike for the update before he came home, and he just said, like, not good news. We'll talk when I get home, because obviously he's very emotional too. So I will update you guys probably tomorrow, because I'm obviously like already starting to like break down, just thinking about the possibilities. I don't know what he's gonna say. I don't know how long he's going to say. Like, I'm assuming he's gonna say we have to make a decision. I just don't know how long we're gonna have to make that decision. So I'm gonna stop, because I don't like crying on camera. And I will keep you guys posted once we know more. So I'm gonna stop crying now before I even have the news. I'm just thinking of all the worst case possibilities, and I know you guys love the dogs as much as we do, so I'm gonna stop there, and I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Protector, always making sure no one's gonna come in that door and get me. Always protecting mama while these two sleep on the job. Got my protector. Okay guys, so it is Friday evening. I've just finished work. So I'm coming on here to tell you the bad news, which I'm sure I already alluded to in the title of this video, so it's not going to be a shock. You can probably tell I've been crying a lot yesterday and today. I'm probably going to cry saying this now. The news yesterday was not good, as I said, and I'm sure I've already made a post on social media about this. I'm probably going to post something tomorrow. So far, we've just been telling close friends and family. I know there's so many of you out there who watch the vlogs who absolutely love and adore the dogs. So I want to give you guys kind of a heads up and get you guys prepared too, because the news with Ash is the worst kind of news that you can get. So without postponing what it is, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what it is and we can talk about it afterwards. So he had, I think I already told you, I think yesterday I told you what happened. Basically the oncologist saw it and the tumor is not getting enough blood supply. It's gotten so big that it's not getting blood supply. And so thus it's gone necrotic, which means like the tissue is dying. So she had their surgeon take a look at it to see if there was anything we could do about that particular tumor, but there's not enough non-cancerous skin, flesh around it in order to be able to do surgery on it. So it's basically just gonna be an open wound, high chance of it getting infected. It's on the back of his paw. That tumor was already really starting to bug him as it is. So the unfortunate news is that this is going to be the end for Ash. We're going to have to make the decision to end potential suffering for him and put him down next week. We've basically been crying ever since yesterday afternoon, on and off. It comes in waves, and I think anyone who's had to make this decision before understands. He's a family member. You guys know, you watch the vlogs, you know they're my children. So I'm sure there's going to be a long grieving period, and this is going to be a long process. I have never lost a dog in this way. If you guys have been with me forever, then you know that my first dog ever was Rory, and she was in my very, very, very early vlogs. If you go like back to like the earliest vlogs on my channel, I had Rory. But Rory was my dog in my first marriage, and so when that marriage ended, I allowed him to keep Rory, allowed him to have custody of Rory, because they were just a slight bit more bonded than Rory and I were. And I just knew that if she could pick, that I thought she would pick him. So for her sake, I let him take her, and I did all my grieving of losing Rory in that moment. When Rory did pass away in 2020, which we adopted her in 2008, so she was about 13 years old when she passed away. When she passed away in 2020, I was very sad. I mourned her, but it's not the same as grieving the loss of a dog who you spend every single day with. And at that point, I had not lived in the same space as Rory in 8 years. So over half her life was spent not living in the same space as me. So that's a very different type of loss than this will be. I grew up with cats. I have lost cats in my life, grieved those as well, but I was a youth and they were really my pets. Like, they were not my children the same way the dogs were. I absolutely loved my cats, but I wasn't responsible for them. I wasn't their caretaker, not the same. So this is the first time I've really lost a pet at this magnitude. I'm fighting hard to keep it together on camera, but this is going to be a very tough week. I think we're at the point now, we've scheduled all the family visits. We reached out to the family. I think my parents are gonna come on Sunday. Jeff is flying in because I'm sure I've told the story of the dogs in the past, but Ash was originally Jeff's dog back in 2010 when Ash was a little tiny pup. Mike and Jeff were living together there in Houston. And then Jeff found Ash, adopted him, and for the first little bit of Ash's life, he was Jeff's dog, obviously. They lived in the same house together, so they both raised him, but he was technically Jeff's. But Jeff ended up getting a job opportunity, had to move, couldn't take Ash with him, and ultimately Ash became Mike's dog because Jeff's living situation at the time, he could never take him back. So Ash was 3 years old when Mike and I started dating in 2013. He would be having his 14th birthday in August. So Jeff is going to fly in on Monday. He'll be with us Monday and Tuesday. And as of right now, I think we're going to schedule, I don't know what you call it, procedure for Wednesday. So that way Jeff will leave Tuesday. We'll have one final night with just the normalcy of our pack and the two of us. And then it will happen Wednesday. For now, his paw is bandaged. She's got him on antibiotics. Hopefully everything is fine through Wednesday. Hopefully we don't have any sort of emergency like we had the other day, and we can just all enjoy the time and say goodbye. Well, not enjoy the time. It's not going to be a fun time, but you know what I mean? Like, savor these moments with him, and everyone will get the chance to say their own goodbyes. Mike's parents are going to come on Monday too, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that, but my parents are coming Sunday. Mike's parents are going to come Monday while Jeff's here, and then Jeff will have it will be just Jeff and us on Tuesday, and it'll be just us on Wednesday. It's definitely sudden. We just had the appointment last week, and it was kind of like a, you know, they're there, all the tumors are there, they're all growing, but as long as they don't bother him, we're okay. And then this happened. So it was like a week later. So we definitely weren't prepared. Like, I was already mentally preparing myself that we probably wouldn't have him through the entire year. Like, during Christmas, I took a ton of pictures because I kind of figured might be his last Christmas. So like, I've had it in my mind, but then having it happen suddenly is tough. So yeah, like, we're already like, we'll get through the day. Like, I submitted 2 grants today. Like, I had to focus. I was on deadline, of course. These things always happen when you're super busy. So I had to focus and get work done today. But then we'll have moments where, you know, we think of things that we're going to miss, or I catch him guarding my door and I just, you know, melt down. So it's going to be like that for a while, I'm sure. The next 5 days are going to be very tough. And then after that, it's going to be a whole different kind of tough. You know, right now we're like anticipating it. And then once it happens, like, so I don't like crying on camera, but this is like one of the rare times where I'm like, whatever, because I know you guys understand, like, and it is what it is. It would be like really strange if I wasn't crying about this. What does it mean for what I'm going to do for this next week? I don't expect there to be a vlog the next couple weeks. I am taking a ton of pictures and a ton of video in order to like save all these moments and make sure I have a bunch for us and saved. So I do think that a couple weeks from now, once we've had a little space, that I will probably come back and talk to you guys and maybe have like a montage of what's transpired over the couple weeks. Obviously I'm not going to be like standard vlogging while all of us are here grieving and crying and having our hearts broken, but I do also know how much all of you out there have grown to love the dogs, and how much each of you have a personal relationship with them as well. Even if you haven't met them, some of you have. So I don't want you guys to not be able to say goodbye as well. So I don't think I will be strong enough to put any sort of like memory montage together. Like, I don't think I'll be strong enough to go through like old footage and put something together like that. I don't think I will have that in me. Maybe someday in the future, but I don't think now I will have that ability. But even just the past 2 days, I've been taking a bunch of clips of the dogs together too, because that's a whole other level of the heartbreak. Is like, we have our own feelings, but then like I have 2 other dogs who absolutely love and adore their big brother, especially Colby. That like, it's a whole other level of heartbreak, because I'm like, oh, like not only am I hurting for myself and all of us who love him, but then I'm like heartbroken for the other 2 who are gonna have their lives completely changed and not necessarily understand. I have noticed that Colby's been sniffing his paw and kind of like checking out his paw. It's all bandaged, and I feel like Colby is kind of aware that maybe things aren't great, or like things are weird. Foster is definitely in tune to the fact that we're upset, but I don't think he understands why. Like, how would he? But I can tell, you know, he knows we're upset. I'm taking footage of the dogs together. I'm taking footage of Ash as it is. I will probably compile that into some sort of montage and upload that whenever I feel like I can. But I'm gonna otherwise not worry about home vlogging until we feel comfortable doing so again. I'm not at all like trying to justify this to you guys. I know all of you guys love and care and support no matter what. This is just me, 1, talking things out because it makes me feel better, and 2, just wanting you guys to have the information. So I'll go ahead and film a couple clips of him tonight before I sign off, so you guys get to see a little clip of him. Before that, I would say, if you aren't already, follow me on Instagram, because I'll probably be posting little clips here and there once I make it public, because I have the capacity to do that. So I'll probably be posting on Instagram in the interim. I know you guys are gonna just be super supportive and caring and amazing and lovely. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love that you've shown us and the pups and everyone all this time, and just thank you in advance because I don't know what capacity I'm going to be in to respond to comments and all that kind of stuff this coming week, but thank you in advance. And yeah, I know we're all going to be hurting here for a bit. It's gonna not be an easy time whatsoever. So I'm gonna end this conversation there. I think I've covered everything. Don't be surprised if you do see a Horror Nights video, because I will probably still film that. It'll give me something to distract myself if an announcement happens. Like, having that little bit of time to distract myself with filming a Horror Nights video or editing a Horror Nights video will probably be very welcome. So we'll see what happens there. But that would be the only thing I would expect to pop up on my channel between now and whenever I come back, would be something Horror Nights related, because I don't have anything else already filmed. So might be a little bit of a hiatus. All right, I'm gonna go cook dinner. We're gonna have a family night tonight. We're gonna have a family day tomorrow. I was going to be hanging out with Jess tomorrow and canceled that. So we're just gonna be full family quality time here at our house, spending as much time with him as possible and making sure the pups have a really good weekend with him too. All right, I have nothing else left to say. I'm gonna cook dinner, and I will make sure you guys get to see a little bit of him before I sign off, since I don't know when I'll vlog again. So
hi buddy, you watching me make dinner? Yeah. It's okay, buddy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You can't hear me anymore, but you're a good boy. Yeah. My audience watching me make dinner.
So here's the card for dinner tonight. And there it is, with some cornbread on the side. Well guys, it's Friday night. And we're all kind of lounging around here. We played some video games. Colby's following me around like he normally does. Right? Oh, he's getting up. He was lounging. Yeah. He was lounging, but Dad was on the move, so he's got to follow. Yeah, right, buddy? I know, buddy.
Not feeling good, huh?
I choking them out.
I don't know. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright, everybody, we're gonna sign off the vlog. And we're gonna be gone for a while. Ash is not having a good night. It's hurting him pretty badly, so. It's gonna be different around here whenever I pick up the camera next, so. I know, buddy. Don't look at it. I know. Let's say good night. Good night, buddy. Let's go to bed. Yeah? Bedtime? Let's go to bed. Oh, good boy. Yeah, lay down. Oh, good boy. You leave it alone. Sir. All right. Good night, Ashton. We're going to bed.
It's been a rough night. It's, I think, progressing a little faster than we'd hoped. So I will keep you guys posted, but I'll see you when I feel able. Until then, love you guys.